A very good day to you, Doctor, and hello everyone. As you can see on the screen, our topic today is about natural and artificial spawning of Atlantic bluefin tuna. My name is Nurul Nasuha and these are my group members. In our presentation, we will focus on the conat structure, the process of natural and artificial spawning of Atlantic bluefin tuna, also the importance of both spawning methods. First of all, let's have a look on the gonad structure of Atlantic bluefin tuna. Generally, the gonads are paired, elongated organs that is located in the abdominal cavity. As you can see, there are pictures of matured testes and ripening ovaries from an adult of Atlantic bluefin tuna. The testes consist of outer region and inner region. Meanwhile, for the ovaries, they are hollow organs with a round cross-section that join caudally in a common oviduct. Definition of natural spawning is when the female fish releases unfertilized eggs into the water, and at the same time, the male fish release sperms into the water in which they will fertilize those eggs naturally. According to Wojnarowicz and Howard, the artificial spawning defined as induced breeding through the hormone treatment followed by artificial fertilization, incubation of fertilized eggs, and the subsequent rearing of larvae.
Hello, I'm Adriana and I'll be talking about the natural spawning of the bluefin tuna. What triggers natural spawning in bluefin tuna? Environmental cues, maturation, and also spawning season. Environmental cues such as temperature, which is optimum between 21.8 to 25.6 degrees Celsius. Maturations, males mature faster, which is 3 years, and females mature at 4 years. Eggs production depends on age. A study shows 5-year-old females producing 5 million eggs per year and 15 to 20 years old female producing up to 45 million eggs per year. Spawning season is between mid-April to June. The process of natural spawning of ABFT is very simple. They spawn early in the morning, which is in between 2 to 4 a.m. at a 5 meters depth in the water. Females will release eggs into the water and males will release clouds of sperm into the water column. Eggs are fertilized in the cloud left by the broodstocks. Fertilized eggs will float in the water column. Wild-caught broodstocks adapt well into captivity. However, natural spawning hardly succeeds. This may be due to the insufficiency of space for the broodstocks as they are used to migrating long distances. The first successful natural spawnings of ABFT occurs in 2010 by the Merchant Oceanographic Center. The spawnings were obtained spontaneously without the need of hormonal induction. The broodstocks were cultured for 4 years in a floating cage. These massive spawnings results in over 10 million eggs produced in a single day. Thank you.
Next subtopic is artificial spawning of Atlantic bluefin tuna. For the first experiment of hormone administration were carried out in 2004 until 2005 of EU project reproduced. Then ABFT were reared for 1 to 3 years in captivity and treated with gonadotropin releasing hormone agonist, which is GnRHA, in the form of ad hoc design delivery system by Milonas et al. 2007. Then, the hormonal spawning induction ABFT resulted in large-scale egg production, allowing the first ever larval rearing effort for this species. So, in deeply explanation will be presented by Aina and Alisha.
Good day everyone, my name is Aina Alisha and now I will present the stages of artificial spawning in Atlantic bluefin tuna. So the first stage is called domestication, where the adult fish ranging between 50 to 60 kilograms were caught by per se nets from their spawning grounds in the wild. Next, the The fish were reared in captivity for 1 to 3 years in a floating cage with 22 meters of diameter and 13 meter deep. The next stage is called feeding, where the fish were fed 3% of body weight until satiation, once a day, 5 days a week, with raw Pacific mackerel and herring fish. And the ratio of feeding is 9 to 1, where 9 represents the feed and 1 represents the fish. The third stage is hormone implantation. When the water temperature reaches 24 degrees Celsius, they will begin the hormone implantation or hormone induction in the fish, which I will explain in detail on the next slide. And lastly is spawning stage, where the fish will naturally spawn approximately a day after the hormonal induction. Now, I will briefly explain about the implantation process of gonadotropin-releasing hormone agonist in the fish. So picture A shows 2 colorful tubes fused together to an arrowhead, where the tubes represent the hormone implants stated in the previous slide. The yellow reporter spacer is actually an indicator to determine the succession of the hormone induction process. Now let's look at B. So B shows a little modification where they add this metal-like material to the tip of the tube to prevent them from rubbing against the skin of the fish. C shows the insertion of the hormone in the fish body, where the arrowhead was fitted on a specially prepared spear and implanted in the posterior part of the fish using a spear gun. And lastly, D picture shows the observation of fish after the insertion of the hormone. That's all from me.
Hello, my name is Riyadh and I will be presenting about the importance of natural and artificial spawning of the Atlantic bluefin tuna. So first, for the natural spawning, it helps to increase the natural population of the Atlantic bluefin tuna in the wild, and at the same time to increase the natural source of the tuna for human consumption. Next is for the importance of artificial spawning. It helps to reduce the harvesting of the wild Atlantic bluefin tuna. For the past few years, the natural population of the bluefin tuna shows a decrease in numbers. So, through artificial spawning, the tuna fish can be spawned artificially in captivity. Besides that, through artificial spawning, we can meet the high market demand for the tuna fish and at the same time without disturbing the wild population of the fish.
In conclusion, we can see the bluefin tuna is one of the fish naturally spawning after inject the hormone. In the meantime, they are half artificial spawn, which means need to inject hormone, and after a day, they will lay eggs naturally without any stripping. That's all from us. Thank you. Bye bye.